Let's talk about making decisions through a property investment lens. My name is Thomas O'Regan, and over the last 3.5 years, me and my wife have built a $4 million property portfolio, and we have about $1 million of equity that we've created from a base of $45,000 cash in the last 3.5 years. Now, I speak with a lot of investors that I'm helping out to build portfolios. They're starting out 1, 2, 3 properties. I'm helping them build their portfolios out. And they tell me a lot of these things that they think are reasons not to buy a property. Some of the reasons might be, oh, it's in a housing commission area, it's in a flood zone, this place is prone to fires, this place has earthquakes. All these things are things that normal people would consider a bad investment. Like just a normal person off the street, if you ask them, would you buy an investment in XYZ, these different places that are undesirable, they would say absolutely not, that makes a bad investment. But what is the problem between thinking through the lens of a normal person who's not a professional investor? You're going to get average results. You're going to get the results of the person that has just come off the street. They don't really know what's up when it comes to building a real estate portfolio. They don't really know how to create wealth through property investing. So what actually matters when it comes to investing in property is does the property have cash flow? Does the property have cash flow? Does the property have capital growth potential? And is it going to be possible to get a tenant for this property? And really, those are the three main things it boils down to, and everything else doesn't matter. This is just an example of the flood situation. The house I grew up in, my parents bought in 1996 for $300,000. It was in a flood zone. We were in the house. We lived in the house. We lived in the property for over 12 years. There was floods. It happened. Yet, 20 years later, the property went from 300,000 to about $2.1 million. I think the property is worth about $2.5 million today. What has that got to do with it being in a flood zone? Absolutely nothing. Like the point is, you're looking at a property. What is its capital growth potential? Okay, is it going to grow in capital? Okay, is the flood going to affect this? No. Okay, that's the question. Is this property going to get tenanted? Is a tenant going to care if this property is in a flood zone? Probably not. Okay, probably not. Unless it's a super bad flood zone where the water goes, beyond the roof. Most of the time it doesn't matter. But what I'm not saying here, to be clear, is I'm not saying go out and buy properties in flood zones. What I'm saying is just because it's in a flood zone is not a reason at all to discount the property as a good investment. The things you should be thinking through as an investor are simply this. Is this property cash flow positive? Is this investment cash flow positive? Is it got capital growth potential, and am I going to get a tenant? Like, I'm really stressing this. That's mostly all that matters. These people have a 100-point checklist, and at the end of the day, they're just fucking wasting their time. Like, there's so little things that matter that it boils down to that make good investments. And if you can tick the boxes on them, then you're gonna win. Hopefully this helped, guys. Bit of a rant, but I'll see you next time. Bye.